September. Good morning, everybody. Luke Matthias here. Everyone's asking about government grants because businesses are bleeding right, left and centre. Our go-to, our absolute advice is always go to a specialist. Madonna Melrose, welcome this morning. Thank you for being on our Zoom couch today. Madonna Melrose from Melrose International, welcome. Hello, how are you?
Good morning. Pinch and punch for the first of the month. We've done it. September, yes, spring.
Exactly, yeah, that's right. And it is a beautiful sunny day here. So let's see if we can shine some happiness and knowledge across our networks. Just so everyone's aware, we don't have an actual relationship in terms of business. There is no referral fees whatsoever. I'm very, very open about how much value I can throw into my network and where good client and good relationships and good friends are. And it can be very beneficial for business. I'm just all about introductions. I get asked a lot, the nature of my business is I get asked a lot about funding, about grants, what's available here, there and everywhere. And I try and make it look like I know everything, when in reality, the first thing I do is call Madonna and help me out, please. So we thought we'd bring you in today, Madonna, and just discuss directly what is available, any questions, anything you're seeing a lot of. I'm seeing a lot of value in introducing you all over the place. So tell us about the market at the moment. What's a government grant? What does it mean to SMEs in Victoria and the rest of Australia at the moment? Give us a bit of a rundown.
Absolutely. Well, it's all about stimulus, and I think it's about hope. You know, there is money out there, and the government grant space that we work in is very separate to the COVID government stimulus. We are dealing very much with industry sectors. And there's, over $1.8 billion on the table at the moment. There's over 4,400 grants. That can fluctuate weekly, like the grant space does change very, very rapidly. But the grant space is there to be utilised, and I think a lot of people find it a bit daunting, a bit of a minefield. Firstly, they may not know about it, but when they do find out about it, they're not quite sure where to begin. So Melrose International, I've amassed a fantastic team of amazing professionals. As you were saying before, Luke, I don't profess to know everything in every different stream of the areas we work in, so I call in the professionals that do. So we can really hone in on what is available to any particular business. Across Australia, we are obviously focusing Victoria at the moment because we've done a little bit tougher than the others, but the grants are national, but we can also hone in specifically state by state.
Yeah, fantastic. And I've seen this in place, a whole host recently. I'm not sure how many clients we've introduced you to and you've had success with over the last sort of 6 months or so, but it really makes me look good introducing you and your team into my world. It's fantastic, especially now when normal trade is a bit more difficult. So I thought what we do is sort of hone in a little bit today on a recent example. So again, I get asked about what's available for me and what's this and what's that. And then you come out with 1,800 grants or something and there's billions and all these different massive numbers. How on earth is an SME meant to understand that without going to you? I do not know how they're meant to manage that internally. So you've got a product called Grant Analysis. Tell us a little bit about that. I can't recommend this highly enough. Give us a little rundown on what that means. And this isn't meant to be a sell. This is money. What is it? $1,200 for a grant analysis. And
yes.
It tells me what is available within for my business. What the government are willing to give me for different areas of my business. Is that basically what it comes down to?
Basically, yes. What a grant analysis is we spend time with the business, understanding where they've come from, where they are right now in their business journey, and where they may wish to be in the short term, medium and long term, because the grant landscape is very much not an immediate hit. There is very much a longevity in accessing government grants, and what you're accessing now can be something very different to what you may need in the future. Yep. So firstly, with the grant analysis, we really do like to spend time with the business, get to know where they are and where their head might be in their particular moment and their particular project that they're wanting funding for.
Yep. So
we'll go in based on that and we will access over 4,400 government grants based on information that they have given us. But the key with us, and where we are a little bit different to others, is that the team I've amassed around me, we're very creative in the sense that we will look outside the box. We will go outside what that company or business has told us they need and want money for, because we are seeing so many other opportunities all day, every day. So a classic example for that is you introduced us to a wonderful gentleman that runs some very successful gyms and companies across Victoria. And of course, his line of thinking and his streaming after our discussion was based around, I need money for X, Y, Z. But we're seeing a lot of money at the moment for mental health, obviously coming out of the back of this COVID. There's a lot of money for mental health and for people with disabilities. So we've had that thought that, okay, this particular gym may need money for equipment or marketing X, Y, Z. But if we now look at some other streams of funding, we know other funding is available in certain sectors. What if we connect those two? What if we connect the business with the grants available, as opposed to connecting the grants to the business? So there's two different ways that you can look at accessing government funding. It's what the business thinks they want, but then it's what we know as grant specialists is actually available to them. So it just opens up that conversation. Different thinking, throws everything up in the air, and then we see where it all lands. So a grant analysis allows us to access basically over 4,400.
I absolutely love it. And the feedback immediately, and my thoughts are, as an SME owner, you sort of, I should have that mental health program, or I should have that program in place. I should have that over there. But right now, when trade is down, numbers are down, how are you meant? You can't invest in these things. So then your business isn't really growing. You're not strengthening it from the bottom line, and you're not strengthening the staff and things, because you're scared of spending money in certain areas. If you're getting a grant and you're building, in this case, a mental health program for the team, for the members, for the staff, for the owners, all of a sudden you're creating growth and building power within that entity. So whenever it does open up again, you're already ahead of the eight ball. You don't need to save up for this program to then build more foundations for your business. You're already going. And I absolutely love it. And for the sake of $1,000, $1,200, whatever it is for the different grant analyses, I can't recommend these highly enough, because it allows growth and it allows access to government growth. The one other piece I wanted to make sure we get across here for the people listening is you've given a really nice rundown of 10 grants that are DIY, and that, for those out there who aren't so technical, that's do it yourself. I'm not very home and a handyman type thing, but I know that. With those, you've literally given a link. Okay, well, do it yourself. Go to this link, do this, and go about your business, and you should get access to certain funding. I think that's fantastic. So you're giving them 10 DIY ones, and then a number of big sort of really manageable sort of processes that then you can handhold them through. So you've given them however much access, and then the larger ones, the big hundreds of thousands of dollar type grants, you need help with them, because you just can't navigate those minefields. That's when you guys will come in, and that's when you will charge for those pieces. So for the analysis, you give them all the basics, and then huge roadmaps to the larger amounts, which you can then hold them through, and you don't get paid until they get the grant.
We become part of the journey, and that's what we really love. We love being in the business with them. We love seeing their growth. We love seeing their change. So, there's a lot of opportunity at the moment. I know a lot of businesses, especially Victoria, may not be able to see that or feel that passionately, but there is a lot of opportunity at the moment. And it's about, being a part of that journey with the business is something that we really love. So yes, a grant analysis may uncover several do-it-yourself grants. So that's just a bonus. It's like, knock yourself out. You may have staff members, yourself, you've got time at the moment to really look at this grant space and see what it's all about and how it can be adapted to your business. So do it yourselves, absolutely go get it. But then we, with the grant analysis, will actually rate the grants in terms of, this is a really easy one, so do it yourself. This one you might need help. Let's talk it through and see how confident you feel in applying on your own. And then these ones are definitely we're going to need assistance, and that's where we come in with our grant strategies and our government engagements. They're additional services to what we offer with the grant analysis. But once again, it's part of that journey. You can use us as much or as little as you like.
I love it. You're part of the journey. You succeed when the SME succeeds, avenues for growth, all these different unexpected benefits and bonuses all over the place. That's why I introduce you to everybody I possibly can, Madonna. It's been a pleasure having you on again. I'm sure we'll get some direct messages, which I'll introduce you. All details will be around. Madonna Melrose from Melrose International, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Luke.